We are in playoff season, and they are spending their prelude to the postseason here at Pizza Man Pub on 50 Oswego Street in Baldwinsville, New York. This is Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, and every single month we are here with your Baldwinsville Bees. I'm so happy to have the girls basketball team here with us. We have Sid Huhtala on one side here, and on the other side we have Ola Bednarczyk, and I would like one more round of applause for these ladies, please. So, we're going to start things off with Sid, since you took the mic here. So, Sid, bring me into this season with this team that you have and just why you think it could be a very special postseason.
Well, we're already a special team. Very special, actually. So already getting to postseason makes it special because we're a special team. But also, we have really good team chemistry, so that might carry us through. And sometimes, when we don't have our bad quarters, we play really good together.
What is it about this team that you think the chemistry is so good?
I guess we're all pretty good friends, I'd say.
Okay. Who's, of all the people staring at you right now, who would you consider your closest friend on the team?
None of them.
None of them? Okay. Why did you say that? Why did you say that?
Well, I guess maybe Carly because she's ginger, but Gretchen's not here either.
Gretchen's not here yet. Okay. Ola, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, you told me that you talk a lot, so you're used to this.
Yeah, I do talk a lot, that's for sure. They can agree to it.
They can agree? All right, fair enough. So, bring me into this year's team and what you think about why this could be a special run.
Well, we're all a bunch of crackheads, so I think but in general, in all seriousness, we're a really tough team and we don't let opinions influence us. And I think that we'll be definitely successful in this postseason. And
What is it about this team? What is it about this team and then maybe the personality, the culture of the team that you like?
I just like how I think we're just naturally all really close to each other. We've just grown up around each other and we hang out with each other a lot. And,
Do you have a close friend on the team?
They're all my close friends. They're all my favorites.
I like that. Political answer. Very nice. So, Sid, for you, as you get set for this, you guys advanced through the first round without having to play. You had a bye. What have you done with this extra time that you think is going to be beneficial for the team?
Well, we scrimmaged, what was the first team? Indian River. We scrimmaged them on Wednesday. Thursday. I don't know, one of those days. We scrimmaged them recently, and they were pretty good. They had this one really good girl that's going D1, so it really helps playing her and playing help defense and playing them defensively. And then we scrimmaged Bishop Ludden on Saturday, and that was really beneficial because they helped us with press breaks and everything like that. So help us get up ready and stay ready.
And going up against somebody who you don't know well, obviously not having just the team practices, but being able to scrimmage helps you out. Ola, for you, I'm going to hand you the mic for this and let you go on this one. What are the best? You said some interesting things that already had ripple effects. So, what are the three best words to describe Baldwinsville girls basketball?
Okay, this is going to take a little bit of thinking. Okay, first word, swaggy. Hilarious, really hilarious, and chaotic.
Sid, why chaotic? Why does that make sense?
Well, if you just look at the answers so far, that kind of sums it up.
Okay, fair enough. So, to be a Baldwinsville Bee, I know the conversation is something that I've gotten to have over the months. What has it come to mean to you with everything that we've all endured the last couple of years?
I don't know. It's like I don't know. That's a hard question.
What does it mean to be from this community?
It's cool.
It's cool. Yeah. All right. Ola, for you, what have you learned over the last couple of years? What do you appreciate maybe more now than maybe you didn't appreciate a couple of years ago?
I think it's just the family aspect. You know, when you just grow up around each other, you just know each other really well, you can count on each other, you have each other's backs. So I think that's what I learned is volunteering.
As you look back on your first moment that maybe you fell in love with basketball, can you bring us into what made you want to play this sport and what made you want to really commit to it?
Well, I think my brother had a huge impact on why I wanted to play. I've always looked up to him, so my brother has definitely influenced me. And I would say just the competitive aspect, and also opens the door to a lot of opportunities like college. It can save you a lot of money, but just but I would just say it's a really fun game. It's aggressive, and I really like it. So that's fun.
Who pushes you the most in practice? Who do you not like going up against?
Huhtala. Huhtala definitely pushes me a lot. She has to, knock on my brain once in a while because sometimes I have a very short attention span. So once in a while she just comes to knock on my head. But yeah, so definitely Sid, we're always playing against each other when we're picking up each other, I guess. She always guards me and I guard her. So she definitely pushes me to my limits.
Sid, would you concur that the person you don't like going up against the most in practice is Ola?
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like we just play harder when we're going against each other because we're just both competitive and it makes each other better.
How many times in a one-on-one battle, how many times do you think you have beaten Ola as opposed to her beating you?
It's probably 50-50.
50-50? Okay. Right now, tell me something good is something that we do here on the show. Makes sense coming off of the fact that you just said that you don't like going up against each other. So Sid, tell me something good about Ola.
She has all her moves to the basket are so quick and concise, and then when she gets in the post, she can just use any move on you and get to the rim.
All right, fair enough. Ola, tell me something good about Sid.
She pushes herself so much in practice, and I really admire that. And also, I admire her hair. It's always nice to look at. But I would definitely say her work ethic. This morning, she was running to the half court line when we were doing layups, and I was like, dang, I really love how she works.
I love work ethic, hair.
Ola has some pretty nice hair over there, too. I love the bangs.
You like the bangs? Okay.
Yeah.
Love the bangs. Okay, fair enough. Sid, how do you respond to that being the two main things that Ola likes about you, hard work and your hair? Which one do you think is more important?
My hair.
Why?
Because being ginger is just pretty awesome.
Okay. Now, how would you describe being a redhead in the world? Since you've talked about it so much, what do you love about it the most?
I've been waiting for someone to ask me this question. First of all, it gives us an excuse to be aggressive because, it's just a stereotypical trait for redheads to be aggressive. And then we're also soulless, apparently, so we can tell people straight up and be honest and not have to apologize for it. And then we just look cooler than everyone.
Okay. So you think based on the stereotype, it gives you an excuse to be high energy, say what you want to say, and not have to apologize?
Yes.
Okay. Ola, does that make sense to you?
Yes. I support.
She supports it. Okay. Well, before we jump into rapid fire and before we talk about the upcoming matchup with these two here at Pizza Man Pub, 50 Oswego Street in Baldwinsville, New York, in this wake-up call with Dan Tortora special with the Baldwinsville Bees girls basketball team, airing live for you on Facebook and YouTube.com/wakeupcalldt, and they'll be archived immediately. Before we jump into the rapid fire portion of this and the game itself, Coach is sitting right in front of us. Sid, I'd love for you to tell me your favorite things about Coach.
My favorite thing about Coach is when we're like down a few people in practice and she has to play with us. And then she posts us up. Like, and she acts like she's taller than Kyra. It's funny. She is. Yeah. And then she brings back her old point guard Lemoyne days. It's pretty nice.
All right. Shout out to Lemoyne. I like that. Appreciate that. Ola, what would you say about Coach?
I really like when she directs me of like what I'm supposed to do in practice, because sometimes I just forget what I'm doing. And I feel like she's just a really good mentor on that part. Just, re-explaining the drill a little bit to me in Ola terms. It makes sense.
She'll be like, Ola, you go there.
So yeah, she's kind of like my mentor at this point. It's been like that for a couple years. I've never changed, so no character development.
I love that. She's my mentor, but I've had no character development. Okay, so the upcoming matchup, it's here in Baldwinsville. You're hosting. So not only are you in the postseason, but you get to be home in front of your crowd. What do you want to say to the Baldwinsville community on why they should come out and get excited about the girls basketball team in this postseason this year?
Because you want to be around success.
I like that. What are you most excited about with the upcoming matchup?
Redeeming our first half the last time we played them, because that was not our basketball. So we got to fix that.
What happened in the game what did you learn from the game?
I don't know, we just played really sloppy, so we just gotta make sure we play a whole game.
All right, play it through and through. Ola, why should the community come out for this game? And what are your thoughts on redeeming yourself?
Because I think it's cool to be around cool and successful people. So I'll say that. And what we can improve on, I would say maybe definitely finishing, especially on my part. I sometimes have a tough time finishing, and just, I would just say finishing.
All right. So now we're jumping into something called rapid fire. And what this means, and what it's meant on Wake Up Call for years, is that we get to talk about literally anything. Now I will put them on the hot seat, but in fairness, they will put me on the hot seat as well. There is no question or answer that we know of going into this. This is totally in the moment. Whatever they ask me, I have to answer, and whatever I ask them, they have to answer. We're going to go two apiece. And Ola, I'm going to start with you. So I'll ask you this, and then you can ask me one, okay? So my question to you, you could trade lives with any one of your teammates. Whose teammate, or what teammate of yours do you trade lives with to be them for a day, and why would you choose them?
That's a really hard question. Because, I've never thought of anything like that. Okay. Let me have a good look at everybody. Let's see. Maybe Jada, actually. I think Jada has a really interesting life. I don't know, all the photos that she sends us in the group chat are really just really interesting. I won't get into details, but they're interesting. And I just wonder what just goes on in her life just to influence that,
Okay, all right, fair enough. What's your question?
What do you like most about our team?
I think more than anything, I've done a lot of these shows at a lot of schools that we've got to be a part of. Beeville, there's two things that I love about coming out here to Pizza Man. Number one, you guys pack the house. Number two, they're always loud and rowdy. And your team specifically, I feel like getting to know the personalities is something that there's a lot of layers to this, and I think practice has to be fun. So I love to be a fly on the wall to get to know the team a little bit better. Because I think you guys have a lot of fun, and it seems like you like each other. So, you know, it's easy to call each other family. It's another thing to actually have fun and laugh and joke around, and I'm all about making people laugh. So I would say probably seeing the fact that you're all smiling and having fun with each other, probably the best part of your team. Sid. What is one thing that you could eat for the rest of your life and never get sick of every day?
Bread.
Any type of bread or just regular bread?
Italian bread.
From where?
Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Good choice.
There's like pretty much any bread.
Where do you get Italian bread from? There is a right answer to this.
Well, you can get it from Wegmans, but then you can also get it from bakeries, and then you can get it from like, I don't know, restaurants like Carrabba's or Sant'Angelo's.
Lane Court Bakery was the correct answer. That is the correct answer. What's your question for me?
If you could hang out with any celebrity in the world, who would it be?
Oh, wow. Anybody. It would be none of the Kardashians. We all know how I feel about them. So I would say, who would I hang out with all day? Probably, like I said, I love making people laugh, and I'm Hispanic and Italian, and so when I was down in Charlotte, my driver that I had down there in Charlotte she's from Africa, and I was joking. I said, I'm going to throw some jokes at you, and I want you to be honest about how you feel about them. And she called me her caramel Kevin Hart. So I'm going to hang out with Kevin Hart for the day, because I'd love to see that interaction between him and I. My second and final question for you, Ola, is you could play any game. It could be a video game, could be a board game, could be literally anything. A game that you think you could beat anyone on your team at. What game would you play, and why do you think you'd never lose?
I would say one of the mini games on Roblox. I think I'm a seasoned Roblox player. I play with my friends a lot. So, yeah, I think that with my skill and experience, I'll be able to beat every single one of them on my favorite mini games. So, I would say that. What is your favorite song as of now?
Favorite song as of now?
And can you sing it?
I do sing. I'm not going to sing tonight. But I would say my favorite song. Wow. I don't want to pick one that is like done a lot. So I'd probably have to say, probably be something by Boyz II Men. Probably something by Boyz II Men. Because their entire Boyz II Men 2 album went 5 times platinum, and there's not a bad song on there, including the ones that weren't even singles. So I'd say Boyz II Men probably. All right, Sid. He said, I want you to take one of your teammates, all right, and it's their birthday. I want you to pick the teammate that you think you know better than any other teammate. What would be the perfect gift for their birthday, and where would you take them? And I want to see if you get it right. So pick the one you think you know the best. It's like a match game. What would you get them for their birthday, and where would you take them for their birthday?
Ola.
All right, keep it here.
I would get you a backyard BTS concert.
I'm guessing that's the right answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Now, why do you like BTS so much?
Because I love them. And they're so, honestly, they're just all really talented, and I I'm just like obsessed with them, and they can confirm that. I just really like them. I don't know. It's just a whole plethora of emotions, and it's just I just love them. You know, I just love them.
Fair enough. So you got the answer correct, Sid. What's your last one from this?
If you could hang out with any TV show cast, like you were in the show, like any TV show,
Yeah.
what would it be? Like, put yourself in the show.
I put myself in the show. Okay. If it was like a comic book show, it would be the cast of The Flash and Michelle Harrison, who's also a redhead. Michelle Harrison, the mother of The Flash, we've actually become friends, and she did one of my festivals. So I want to be in that show, and I'd already know somebody, which is cool. But I would say I auditioned for this show, got sent down to New York City to be a part of it, and I got to actually go through like the preliminary part, and that was Big Brother. So I would like to be on Big Brother because I would love to see how I handle. Number one, I don't like people that lie, and I don't like backstabbing and any of that stuff. I believe I can talk to anybody, and I believe that I can build trust with anyone, but I don't know how I would feel about people kind of lying to your face. But I'd like to be in the cast of Big Brother to see how far I would go.
Big Brother, did you hear that?
So, Big Brother, I think it's 24, 25 now, so understand. So with that being said, we have Sid Huhtala as well as Ola Bednarczyk and myself, Dan Tortora. The Baldwinsville Bees are in the playoffs, and this girls' basketball team, they want you to come out to Baldwinsville and support them. Coach comes up next. One more time for your Bees.